Students may or may not be aware that Hudson High School will have a new bell schedule for the next school year. This schedule will be temporary that will last 1 or 2 school years. During this time, a large group will be created consisting of staff, students, and parents to explore whether or not the schedule will work in the long term and how it might need to change to meet the needs of students and staff. Before Dr. Medeiros introduces how the schedule will work, let's explain why this is happening. The main factor in coming up with different bell schedule is creating new opportunity for students that will help prepare them for life after high school, whether that is going to college or starting a career. These new ideas require a schedule where community partners can expect students to show up on more consistent basis than our current schedule allows. With this new schedule, there will be a block that meets at the end of the day, 3 days a week, that will allow us to come up with ideas for internships and other career experiences during the school day. It will also allow us to build a growing partnership with Worcester State University and additional college partners as part of a Massachusetts early college program. There's a lot of state funding available to help us pay for these programs, but gaining access to these funds require us to show a schedule that can accommodate the schedules of community and college partners because their lives don't rotate daily like ours does on a daily basis.
All right, I want to thank the HUD-TV crew for introducing the rationale behind having a new bell schedule for 2025-2026. Again, I want to reinforce that this is about creating new opportunities for students to learn here at Hudson High, to learn out in the community, to help create more options for students to think about and practice what it means to live and work after their high school careers. That is the primary driver behind this decision. I haven't made a video like this in a while. It probably hasn't been since COVID since I've made a video like this, so I apologize if I'm a little rusty, but I'm hoping to use this format to get some information out there for you and to talk about what our new schedule is going to look like. All right, before we get into the actual schedule, I want to provide an overview of what the key similarities and differences are of the schedule. First, I want to acknowledge that change is hard, especially for you juniors and seniors, like who are used to the 7-day rotation and having the routine flow of your classes look like it is now. That this is going to be different. Change is hard, right? It's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for adults, your teachers, the staff. We're all going to be undergoing this period of adjustment, so it's okay if you feel anxious or nervous about how this is going to look and feel different. When it comes to the first day of next school year, we're all going to be experiencing this for the first time. I want to address some of the key similarities and differences about the schedule before I show it to you. Things that are going to be the similar. When the school day starts and ends, we're not changing any of that. You're still going to be here at 7:30. You're going to be dismissed at 2:03. That part isn't changing. The amount of time you're in class, it's going to be chunked out a little differently, but over the course of the year, it comes up almost exactly the same as to how much time you're in class versus not in class. So we're not asking you to be in class any more or any less than we already have throughout the day. Your lunch, we're still going to have 3 lunches. Your lunches are going to be about the same amount of time. So that part isn't changing as part of your life either. There is still going to be time for ARC and community block. It's going to be chunked up differently, but that's part of our day that's not going away. What's different about it? You're going to see that it's a weekly schedule. That means every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday is going to have the same flow to it. No more asking, is it day 6? Is it day 4? Is it day 2? What happens if it snows? Our days are going to be pretty locked in so that there'll be some better predictability week to week onto what to expect day to day. Mondays are going to look drastically different. Mondays are going to meet with every block once, and I'll show you what that's going to look like shortly. For a shorter amount of time, but you'll see every teacher every Monday. One period is going to meet at the end of the day 3 times per week. And that's the primary driver on this change is because the lives of people outside of the building don't rotate like ours. So in order to create these opportunities for you in the community and here at Hudson High, we need to lock in one of these blocks a few times a week. As I said, ARC is going to be there. It's not going to be there every day, though. It's going to be there 3 days a week, but for 60 minutes instead of 40. So you have almost about the same amount of time as ARC as you normally would have. It's just going to be chunked up different. So without further ado, here's what it looks like. You can see that on Mondays, we're going A, B, C, D, E, F. Where we would normally have G, it says here HHS. It's not going to be called HHS block. We're going to come up with some other name for it, but I have it as HHS so that you can see that this is the block that's going to be locked. It's going to operate like any other block. Many of you are just going to have a regular class assigned to this block, but there are going to be some opportunities, especially as you get older, for things to happen in the community or here at Hudson High that are unique and different. That's what we're trying to build. so that you can go with some degree of regularity into the community. People from the community can come in here to support our classes, so that there's going to be some level of predictability about how that's going to happen. But Tuesday through Friday, you can see that the alphabet just rotates as it would. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? It runs right through the alphabet with this block breaking it up from time to time. The other big change is ARC. You can see here that ARC is going to meet Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's going to meet for an hour. You'll still meet with your ARC mentor on Tuesdays, but that will happen every other week instead of every week. So your first Tuesday, you'll meet with your ARC mentor. They'll schedule you for Wednesday, Thursday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the following week, and then we'll repeat that cycle. So here it is, Monday through Friday is what it's going to look like. The day-to-day bell schedule is going to look like this. So Monday, classes will be approximately for about 48 minutes. You'll see every block once. And then the Tuesday through Friday schedule is going to look exactly like it does for our current community block days. So ARC will be extended, it'll be 60 minutes long. You're not going to have community building every day. It's still going to meet every other week when your advisory meets, more or less. But that's the timetable that we're looking at. So you can see there what the rest of those days look like. Exactly the same to what we do right now when we have community block. All right, that's the schedule. I'll leave you on this slide one more time just to get another peek at it. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, please feel free to come find one of us. Have a great day, Hudson High.